Hello and welcome to Craft with Sarah and day 18 of the Christmas Craft Countdown, where I'm sharing a brand new Cricut paper craft project every day for 20 days. Today's project is a greetings card with a difference. Not only is it a normal card that you can just open up and add your message in the middle, there we go, but if you lift up the top of the gift, there is a hidden slot to place a gift card inside. So this is a gift and a greetings card all in one. The SVG is free to download for the next 24 hours. Let's find out how to get it. If you haven't already registered your free ticket for the Christmas Craft Countdown, go to craftwithsarah.com/CCC to do so. Once registered, check for an email from me with subject line Christmas Craft Countdown ticket information or any of the other emails from me that you've been sent throughout this countdown. Can't find them? Check your junk or spam box to see if they've gone there by mistake. These emails contain the link to view the countdown projects and download today's files. Scroll down the page to find today's project. Click the button to start the files automatically downloading to your computer or mobile device. Each download is only available for free for 24 hours after it goes live. If you have missed some, check out the Instant Access Bundle at craftwithsarah.com/CCC bundle, which gives immediate and ongoing access to all of the files from the Christmas Craft Countdown. All downloads come in zip folders. You need to unzip them before you can upload the files into Cricut Design Space. Once you've downloaded and unzipped the folder, it's time to get the SVG file into Cricut Design Space. Open up Design Space and start a new project, and then get into Upload over on the left, and then Upload Image. You can then either click Browse to find a file on your computer, or drag and drop it in. The file to choose is the one which starts SVG in the file name. Click and drag it in, and this is what it looks like. I've added an envelope template in here for if you want to make a matching envelope, but if not, I'll show you how to delete it. Go ahead and press Upload, and then click it to get the green border, and press Add to Canvas. It should load in at the correct size, which is just over 13 inches wide and 18 inches tall. If not, change yours so that it matches what's on the screen. If you don't want to cut the envelope, press Ungroup, and then go down to the envelope, select all of the layers, and press Delete on your keyboard to get rid of them. However, if you do want to cut the envelope, there's a little bit of formatting you need to do first. Find the layer in the Layers panel, which is the blue rectangle, double-click on the name, and change it so it says Score, and then the layer underneath, change this to something like Attach the score to this. I can't spell. To this. There we go. Click back on that blue rectangle layer, and then over in the Operations drop-down, change it to Score. It's not blue anymore, and when you click away from it, it shows a dashed line. Click on that score layer, press Shift on your keyboard, and click on the one underneath it in the Layers panel that we called Attach the Score to this. Go down the bottom and press Attach. Our envelope is then all ready. That's all you need to do, so it was nice and quick and simple. Having a little look at the gift card holder, this is ready to cut out as is, but you may wish to add a score line down the very bottom layer. This is easiest to do if you just drag it away from everything else, and then go into Shapes and choose a score line. I'm going to make it the same height as the gift card holder. Oops, I just copied that instead of pasted. Let's try that again. And Control and V to paste. And then select both of them, go Align, Center, and then press Attach. It doesn't matter that it's going to score all the way up here. It'll cut that part off anyway, so it's just absolutely fine. If you want to make the score line a little bit shorter, you can, but it doesn't matter. Now this piece is actually too big to cut from A4 paper. You have to cut it from 12 by 12. I made it the same blue as the front of the card, but I don't actually have blue 12 by 12 paper. This is the bit that makes up the card, and I'm actually going to change it to something different. Oop, I need to click on the blue layer in the layers panel. I'm going to make this a completely different color that's not on anything else so that I can cut this. Why is that moving about? Oh, it's the new design space, isn't it? Where you can move things within a group. Annoying. Okay, that's back in the middle now. As I was saying, I've made this a completely different color so I can cut this from my 12 by 12. I'll probably cut it from white because then it'll be really easy for me to write my message in the middle. If you want to, you can drag it back into position and go arrange, center back, so it's at the bottom. So you can put it back there if you want, but you really don't have to. When you're happy with how everything's looking, press make it, and then it will separate out all the colours. You can change the paper size in here, and then you can drag and drop things around if you want to use up less space on your cardstock. My envelope is down here, and again, I think this one, oh no, it will fit on A4. There we go. I thought it was too big, but it will fit, just needs 2 sheets. For envelopes, it works best if you cut it from either really lightweight card or scrapbook paper or coloured paper. So envelopes are better, a little bit more lightweight than your cardstock. When you're happy with how everything's looking, press continue. It'll connect to your Cricut machine, get everything cut out, and then I'll show you how to stick it together. Here are all of my layers cut out, and I've laid them one on top of the other to check I'm happy with the colours and that I haven't missed anything. I've used 2 shades of gold for the middle ribbon and then a silver for the tops of the little animals to give it a little bit of added shine. As with all my layered designs, we'll start from the bottom and work upwards. So just whoosh all of that out the way, and then I'm going to fold this in half. Now your one will have that lovely score line that we created, but when I test cut this, I forgot to add the score line. So mine doesn't have one, so I'm just roughly guessing it. I'll push that down really firmly because I don't have that score line. And this is the base of the card. And then we've got this one, which is going to have the gift card in. I'm sure it will, but just put it in there. You might need to push it in really quite hard and then tamp that other one around it and it will sit in. If you find that your card doesn't fit, then just take a pair of scissors and cut the little lines a little bit deeper downwards. Don't go all the way to the bottom, but just a tiny bit more, and then it should fit in. But that's held in there nicely. It's not going anywhere. Now, when I originally designed this, I was going to stick these bits together to make a little envelope and then have the gift card slotting in the middle like that so you could pull it out. However, when I cut it and saw it like this, I thought actually it'd be really nice to be a greetings card that you can write inside on here and still get the effect on the front. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to show you both ways. So if you want it to just be a gift card holder and you can write your message on the back, then what you would do is glue just down this side here and along the bottom. Leave the top without any glue. So you're basically making an envelope, and then this bit, as I just showed, would slot in, and then it gets stopped by the top of the box, so it can't go all the way in. If you want to make it a card, however, we need to do the envelope with the next layer instead. The next layer is this one, which goes on the top like that. And we need to glue this on. And because I'm doing mine as a card, this needs to be my envelope. So I'm only going to glue along these 3 edges. If you're doing it as the actual envelope, if you've already glued it, you can just glue this entire thing. So it depends a little bit on what you're doing. Because this is bigger than my base card, I'm going to add the glue on here. Okay. Just around these edges and up there. If you're doing it this way, you can snip this white bit off if you want to. You don't really need it on that base card, but it's completely up to you. Okay, I was about to stick that on upside down. Right. Okay, is there. And that will make my envelope to slot the gift card in there. Obviously, it won't work right now because that glue is still wet. So I'm going to let that dry and put it in at the end. For now, let's move on to the next layer, which is this tree. Here we go. Plop that on there. Then we can do the ribbon. I want to start adding some dimension in a moment, but for now I'll glue this one on just so it gets that top bit on there. And then we'll use some foam squares for the bow. That one. Then for the big piece of the ribbon, turn it upside down and add some foam squares on the back. I realised I'd forgotten to do my spiel about which glue I use and what foam pads I use. You're probably fed up of hearing that by now. I'm going to leave it out of this video. Let's be radical. But if you would like to know which glue I use or which foam squares I use, check out pretty much any of my other videos or the description of this video, and all the info will be there. That one. And then glue for the other bit. Perfect. Shall we do the penguin next? I think so. Use quite a few layers, 4 pieces. And to start with, I'm going to foam this black bit onto the front, and this is what's giving us the dimension. Line it up against the edge of that blue. Push down to seal. The next 2 layers are glue layers. This one is making his body, so we're just going to see that black poking through to make his eyes and his little beak. There. And the detailed silver on top, again, will be a glue layer. Cute. For his little flipper arm, wing, it's probably a wing. Oh dear, I can tell we're getting to the end of the countdown. Anyway, I'm going to use a little bit of foam for this so it'll pop out. Stick him on there. Penguin done. Onto the polar bear. This one's a few more pieces to get all of the depth right in his eye. Let's split all that up so you can see, although I've done my amazing trick of putting it off camera, so actually you can't really see. Right, first we've got the solid white one. This will be our foam layer. Again, just put that one on the edge. There. Next, we've got the black layer. And we're doing these extra layers. It might seem a bit silly why we're doing so many, but it's to get the eyes looking right really easily, rather than having to stick little circles on top to make the eyes. This is a much cleaner way to do it. Next, we've got the white one with the eye holes. It looks like a ghost at the moment. He'll start to come to life in a minute. Next is this detail layer, and again, another glue one. Be careful lining that up because it doesn't go over the ears or that paw at the back. We've got the nose next, which comes in 2 sections, the black and then the silver on top. I need to cut my foam really small for this because it's teeny tiny. And I'm going to put it straight on there. And then add the black nose piece on top. Next, we've got the silver. So let's add a tiny bit of glue around the edge of the bottom of there so that it'll get covered up. Put his little nose on. Just one more piece now for the foot, which again I will foam. Well, actually it's 2 more pieces, but one little section. You know what I mean. I hope you do. Right, the silver first. There. And then the actual little paw print to go on top. Look how cute they are together. And now my card should have dried enough that I can slide my gift card in. Make sure I get the right bit. It's a little bit fiddly. There we go. Press it down. And that makes the top of the gift box. So it's really cute because you've got your card here. You can open it to read your message. It stands up really well. But best of all, your recipient gets a gift as well as a greetings card. Now this card's a bit of an unusual shape, so your download folder also contains an envelope template to make for it. Let's see how to do that now. Here are all of the pieces of the envelope for my gift card holder stuck together, and we'll see how to stick this together next. I've cut this from scrapbook paper, which means it's got a nice pattern on each side. This is good for envelopes because it's not too thick, which could make it hard to put together. So either a very light card or a scrapbook paper works brilliantly. First, I'll take the main bit that we scored down and fold it, turn it upside down, and fold it upwards along all of those score lines. Next, turn it round the correct way again and open out all of those flaps. Take some double-sided tape or glue if you want to, but I find double-sided tape much easier. This is an easy runner grand and it's amazing. It is the best way, in my opinion, to add double-sided tape. It just works every time. So I'm going to put the tape down all 4 tabs, making sure I don't go any further than that score line. Then simply stick the edges on, making sure you get them the right way around. So you've got 2 short and 2 longer bits. And these line up against that score line. It's really hard to see that score line on this particular pattern because the pattern's got lines on it. Probably wasn't the best one to pick. There's one. Give it a really good push down and then just work your way around all the other edges. Now I need to stick 3 of these together, so turn it the other way around. And then what we're going to do is fold the 2 little sides in like that, and then stick this one on top to make the bottom part of the envelope. Again, I'm going to use my double-sided tape, but if this is going in the post or the mail, glue might be a better option as it will give you a bit of a firmer stick. Just make sure you hold it down so that the flaps don't start coming apart before that glue's dry. Here's my tape. I'm going down there and then down the other little corner bit as well on both of those smaller pieces. Then fold that up and push it down. Don't stick this one down yet, otherwise your card won't be able to go in the middle. So here you go, that is how to make a very simple handmade envelope. And let's just give it the moment of truth. Find out if it fits. Oh, beautifully. There we go. And then this would fold down. Ooh, push it in all the way. Fold down over the top. That's my beautiful card in its beautiful envelope. If you used highly patterned paper or something with dark colours, you might want to add your label, your address on a label or a little bit of white card or something, just to make it even easier for it to be read. But I'm really happy with how this is looking, and I love this little gift card holder. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make this cute gift card holder for Christmas. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more Christmas and Cricut tutorials. I hope to see you again tomorrow for day 19 of the Christmas Craft Countdown. Thank you for watching. Bye!